Welcome to my channel. My name is Washeke and I am trying to revisit an old craft which I was taught when I was young. It involves weaving and it requires a wooden frame. It will either be square or rectangular. You can use an old photo frame or a canvas frame, and you also need fine nails which need to be attached to the frame. As for me today, I am going to use an old canvas frame, and this canvas frame we need to attach the needles and then the nails into the frame. I'm going to measure it quite well so that I make sure that every length between the nails are equal, and this is to give the shape to the mat we are going to weave. So as you can see here, that is what I'm doing. And when you are attaching the nails to the frame, make sure they are firm enough so that they are not coming out. You can see I was having a little issues here because I had not attached it completely. And once you have attached it, the frame is ready to be used for weaving. And you also need thread and wool of any type. You can see here now this is the frame which is ready for use. And I'll take this frame to my dining table. You can see there, and I'm starting to weave using a white thread. And this one you're weaving across each nail, the nail across each other, and you weave about 4 or 5 times, because that will determine the thickness of the mat we are going to do. By the way, it is easy to use this to make mats for the tables, and it's easy also to make mats for the chairs, and for those who use mats on top of their sofas, this is something you can do for yourself. If you have a bigger frame, you can make a baby blanket. So those are possibilities. There is a lot of possibilities of what you can do with this kind of a frame, and so simple. It doesn't cost much, and it's easy to make. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes to attach these nails. I'm weaving now vertically along the nails, as you can see, and I'm almost at the end of this. And once you get to the end, you can decide either to take a different color of the wool, or you still can continue with one color. It is up to your preference, what you like and what you would want to do. However, we need several layers in order to make a better mat. So there will be layers, but there are people who make only 2 layers, which is one vertical and another one horizontally. So there I am, I'm coming to an end, and when you get to the end of the frame, make sure you attach and make a note of your of the wood so that it gets stuck into to the frame. I am doing it now diagonally, but I'm still using the same white thread, as you can see. Try to make sure that the thread don't get caught up on the nails, so that you can have a smooth way of doing this. This is very refreshing. Today I am doing it to uplift my spirit and also uplift others. And as you can see now, I'm taking the speed, and it's quite easy to do. You can do this when you're talking to your friends. You can also do this when you are listening to music. You can do it anywhere. You can do it when you're outside in your house. You can do it when you're seated on your sofa, or even when you're standing. I am standing because I want to do it at a height where it is easier for me, so I'm doing it at my dining table. I'm going to use now the orange thread. For me, orange represents sunshine, and this bring sunshine into my spirit, and that's why I'm using this thread. It's a thread I've come to really love. The color I've come to really love, but it's said it's for you to use whatever you like whichever color, brighten your heart, that is what you need to use. I am doing now diagonally, and you can see the flow. This is almost stress-free. It relieves stresses, and for those who are stressed, and probably you come from work, you're very stressed, you don't know what to do apart from going to sleep, this is something you can do at home, and it's very, very relaxing when you're doing it. You don't think of anything else. And if you want to listen to music, as I said, listen to music and do it at the same time. Make sure that you put the weaving which you have weaved firmly, so press them so that they can attach to the lower layer. And as you do that, you're making sure that the mat you're going to make is much better and much firmer. I am going on, and you can see how the flow is. Once you get the hang of it, I believe you can do this even when you're watching your favorite program on the telly. So this is something you can do at home. And by the way, for those who have children, you can do it with your kids, and it becomes something a program you can do with your family, So this is something which I really like. It's something which is really refreshing to see, and at the end, it's something you have done for yourself, something which you have ownership of. You, from the start to the end, you are the one who created this. And when you put it at your table, if you want to put it on your table or your chair, you have a feeling of this is what I wanted, this is the color I wanted, the color I chose. And they are quite smart anyway when you see these pieces on the tables. So there I am. Make sure at the end you make a note so that the weaving doesn't come off from the frame. So you make a note, and so that that can stay there. And then of course cut the thread and weave next, and you can use a different color. As for me, I'm going to do it on the opposite diagonal. Make sure that where you are starting is near you, so that it is easy to weave through. And you can see there I tried to do that away, and it's not possible. So you come near to you bring it near to you, so that you can start from where you are, from your body going outward. So you weave diagonally, which I am doing, and it's quite fast, as you can see, but also make sure that the threads are not getting caught up with the nails. And there's another trick I can recommend, that you can reach halfway and use another color of a thread. So you can use many colors, and you can, any part of this you can change the colors. It's not a must you use one color throughout. You can change colors at any point of this weaving. So here I'm joining another thread to that. So you just make a note with the first one, and when you finish, make sure that there is no thread which are dangling everywhere. So there is you have to kind of clear them up. So the one thing I know is that when I'm doing this personally, it gives peace to my spirit, and at that point, this is the only thing I'm concentrating with, and I kind of thought you will benefit from that. This is how it looked like once you have done the weaving, and when I finish with the putting on the layers of the weave, you can see how it is. It's beautiful, it's nice, but at this point we have not tied. You need to tie where the layers are coming into crisscrossing each other. That's the part you're going to tie, and you can use either plastic flexible needle, or you can use your fingers. Personally, I use my fingers, and this is almost halfway, almost done to be tied, and you can see there I'm using my finger to do it. But as I said, you can use your flexible plastic needle to do this for easier reach. Once you finish this, you need to check everything. You need to make sure that every layer where it was crisscrossing each other, it is tied. It is not a surprise to actually finish it and then realize there's somewhere you missed. So do make sure that this is done and it is finished, and so that when you remove the mat from the frame, it doesn't come apart. And that's why it's important to tie the layers very, very well, where they are crisscrossing each other. You can see how it is, how the colors are mingled, with each other, how they are blending so well. I really like these colors myself. They kind of bring happiness to me. Of course, we are all different. There are people who might not want this color, but they want other colors. And that's why I said, if you're doing this at home, please use the colors you like. Use the colors which will uplift your spirit. Use the colors which bring joy into your heart. And I am still checking. You can see I'm checking where I hadn't tied, because it's very easy to forget one part or another. And do not worry if you have forgotten, just tie it. Yeah, once the tying of this is complete, then we will need to remove the mat from the frame. And the best way to do this is to nip off all the parts where the thread are coming into contact with the nails. That is the place where you nip. Make sure you nip them well, and if at the end, if you realize there's some thread which are dangling, just try and nip them off and tidy everything up, and so that your mat will look smart and look better. Tying may take a little bit of time, and actually tying might take more time than the weaving. The weaving is it's flow, but when you get the hang of it, even the tying of where the layers are crisscrossing each other is quite easy, and is very easy to do. So this is it. So these are the mats. You can use them for many things, and I think I said I have said this. If I haven't, forgive me for that. And you can give to your friends. You can use it in your homes, and you can give it to the charity of your choice. And by the way, for those who do not have jobs, this could become an income for you when you get to know what you're doing, because people can ask you to make them for you, or you make them for them, and they'll bring the colors they like. And there is a good feeling when somebody comes to you with their own colors, or even if they don't come with the colors, they can ask you to get the colors they like, because that's the colors they want in their home. There is nothing nice like that, And the threads were for me. Where I got these threads, I bought them in a second-hand shop, and they were costing about $1 for 4. So you can get them anywhere, different places. They are so different. But for me, I wanted to recycle and also to give something to the charity, because the second-hand shop belonged to the charity, and that's where I got my threads from. They had all kind of threads, and so I got these ones. And I also have other colors. So it's up to you where you want to buy these. And after this has been cut, this is what you get. Look at that, how beautiful that is, how the colors are merging into each other. And look, it's like stars. It's so beautiful, and it has given a je ne sais quoi to my table, which was needed some facelift. And so click to my channel if you like this, and share your work also. and let's join each other and let's help each other.